my name is my name is Anfal, and I'm going to be your tour guide today. So thank you for booking a virtual tour with us. And I read your description, and you said that you were going to move to Vancouver. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let me congratulate you because this is a very beautiful city, and I
Thank you.
welcome you here. So, I also read, like you mentioned that you had some concerns regarding what kind of neighborhood there is, and if you have any like affordable uh, pricing around rents and everything else. So
Yeah.
you were a bit concerned about that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I have done my homework and I have chosen the suburban area around Vancouver. It's called Burnaby. If you ever wanna search it out, you can.
Okay.
And it is pretty affordable. Plus, it is a very good neighborhood. As you can see, while I am walking around, you can see there is a lot of greenery here, and there are a lot of parks here. So I'll give you a tour around of this place. Plus, I will inform you about a lot of things like what the local life looks like here
Yeah.
and what the transportation looks like here. And if you have any questions during our tour, please feel free to ask me.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first take us to the main road. So let me just go straight up from here.
Okay.
And while I am walking, while I'm giving you information, if you feel like you want to ask something, just please ask me.
Yeah, actually, I wanna ask something.
Sure.
What should I do when I arrive?
Sure. So, in my experience, like when I came to Canada, the very first thing I had to do was to get a SIN because, as you know, your employer is going to ask for your number, your bank is going to ask for your number, and all the
Yeah.
other places. It's kind of like a by default thing. So the very first thing that you will do when you land here is going to be purchasing your SIM, on top of obviously looking for a place to rent out. So that should be your number one preference here.
Okay.
By the way, we have chosen a very good time for our tour. It's like literally cloudy here,
Yeah.
and the wind is very cool. So I'm actually kind of enjoying my walking here as well.
Yeah. Actually, it looks very beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I really like mountains.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna be in luck because Vancouver, Burnaby, these areas, they're basically like in between a valley. So they are surrounded by mountains from everywhere.
Yeah. Actually, I saw a lot of them on Google Maps.
All right, so since we are on the main road, while answering your question, I'm gonna walk around and I'll be basically showing you how everything works here. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. So this is the main road.
Can you please let
We
me know about transportation system? I mean, if I
Sure.
wanna go anywhere, so
Sure. Yeah. So to answer the question about transportation, we have a lot of options here for transportation. And let me tell you one thing. When I came here in Canada for the first time, I thought that I'm gonna need a car right away because I am from Pakistan as well, and I was under the impression that a car is the way to go. But when I came here, I noticed that there are a lot of options here for transportation, and I don't really need a car per se. So, um, just to give you some information on what kind of options we have Smart Train, which is just basically a train on bridge, and in a simple word. So, and then we have the buses. You can see a sign here, right here.
okay,
This bus basically goes from this place to Microtown,
okay,
and then we have sea buses. Say you wanted to cross a river or go to an island, you can just use a sea bus.
Okay.
The good thing about all of this that I have personally felt is that you can just get a pass. So the company that operates all these transportation vehicles is called TransLink in this area,
Okay.
and TransLink has this service called Compass,
Okay.
and they have their website. If you you can note it down as well if you want. It's called compasscard.ca. So
Okay.
what they do is you just get a compass card, and whenever you have to say travel through a bus or through a train, you can just tap it out. Let me just show you my compass card as well.
Okay.
So this is how the card looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, and the good thing
This
is if you are
I
an
can use
avid
this
traveler.
card for bus and for train too.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah. I can use this card for train and for bus too.
Yes, you can use it
Same
for the
card.
train, for the bus, or even for the sea bus, that the ferry thing that you can
Okay.
take from island to island.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not just this, by the way. It's more than this. So say if you're an avid traveler, because you said that you are coming to Vancouver for job, you can actually get a pass, which
Okay.
is going to be based on zones. So for example, if I had to get a pass for two zones, by the way, they have divided the entire region into zones. So Vancouver is one zone, Burnaby is the other zone, and then we have Surrey. So if you ever wanted to get a pass for say two zones or three zones, a two zone pass would be like $134 per month, and a three zone pass would be like $181. And with that pass, you can travel indefinitely for that entire month. So you don't have to pay ever again for that month, by the way. So
Okay.
it's kind of like a subscription for that month. And
Okay.
one thing that not many people know about is that that pass is basically based on a calendar month. So there is a caveat. So, for example, if you arrived here on, say, what is this month right now? It's July, right? So, say, for example, you arrived here at 20th July and you got the pass. Then, since it is for a calendar month, you will be paying $130 or $180 for just 10 days because the calendar month is going to start from 1st and end on 30th. But if you got the pass on the 1st, then you will be spending 180 or 130 for the entire duration, like for the 30 days. So you have to keep this in mind. Like the month doesn't shift over, it just cancels out on the 30th of that month. So just keep that in mind if you get the pass.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, we are also going towards the SkyTrain right now. I'm gonna give you a short tour of what SkyTrains look like and how the entire compass card system works for that.
Okay.
Yep. And
Actually, I am very excited to sit in SkyTrain because
oh
I
yeah,
watch movies and I saw SkyTrain in movies.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say like they're that excited. Like I do remember when I first came here, SkyTrain was very good. Like it was a fantasy of mine as well because I was like, God, I don't know how it looks like. And when it started moving for the first time, I was very impressed as well. But now it just feels normal. But
Yeah.
I agree with you. Like it'll feel awesome for the first time.
Yeah.
By the way, we are moving from this spot right here,
By the
and
way, what is the time right now?
it is around, let me see, around 6:40.
Okay.
This is the cool thing about Vancouver and Canada. In summers, where we are going through July right now, in this duration, sun doesn't set for a very long time. So um, it's not going to set for say until 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. Like I have noticed that until 11 p.m. you will see a little bit of sunlight on the sky. So that is one of the things that I don't like about it because I like nighttime. But
Okay.
on the contrary, in winters we have the night come very soon. Like uh, you will see it in at like 4 p.m. It'll be dark. You will feel like it's 11 p.m. at 4 p.m. So that is one thing about it.
Actually, it looks like people are outside for walk. I think so.
Yeah. So I was talking about the park. This is the park that we are moving from, and it is called Central Park.
Okay, okay.
One good thing about Burnaby is that it has a lot of parks. Like the main area that I live near, it has like 3 to 4 parks. So if you are a nature lover, you're gonna love it here. And obviously, you can see all these trees, all the greenery. And let me try to see if I can show you the mountains as well. You talked about loving mountains, right? So let me just try to see if I can show you them.
Okay. By the
Can
way,
you see those mountains in the
yeah,
distance?
yeah, I can see.
Yeah. So
It
you are
looks
going to
very
get plenty
beautiful.
of them here.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on.
Okay. Actually, I wanna ask something.
Sure.
Where can I get my groceries?
Sure. So to get groceries, you have 2 ways. Why? In all honesty, there are like 3 ways. If you want to walk to that place as well, from the main central point to get the groceries is called Metro Town in Burnaby. It is a very famous place. Even people from Vancouver come here for shopping. That's the good thing about it. You see this SkyTrain in front of me right now, the bridge, the station for SkyTrain.
Yeah.
We are at Patterson Station right now,
Okay.
and this station directly leads to Metrotown. So the next stop after this is called Metrotown Station. You can just drop there, go down, and you will find a lot of different shops for getting groceries, makeup, bags. Like you can get everything there. So you're gonna love that.
Like a shopping mall.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is a shopping mall.
Okay.
So you can see in front of us we have this big board saying Patterson Station. So we are at Patterson Station.
Actually, I am looking to rent a place in Vancouver. Can you please suggest me?
Sure, sure.
Wow, it looks
As I
very beautiful.
yeah, as I told you before, this place where I am right now, this is one of the best places that I have found in this area because, and this is one of the reasons that I chose our tour to be in this area because this place has a lot of resources around it. So, for example, if I talk about groceries, you can go to Metrotown, as I told you, right? But if you want to say, since you are a lover of mountains, if you wanted to go to a mountain in snow time, you could literally go there in 1 hour. Like it's that close. And if you wanted to say, go to a beach, there are 2 beaches in Vancouver. It's Silano Beach and English Bay, where you can go in literally 1 hour. So within 1 hour of radius, you will get a lot of cool places in just one area. And that is why I love this place. I would suggest Burnaby as well because it's not just about having to visit cool places. It's also about looking at the economy of it, like the affordability factor. If you go towards Vancouver, you're gonna get a lot of high prices for rents. Like a 1 bedroom apartment for which is like 400 to 500 square feet is going to cost you like $2,100, $2,200, or even more sometimes. But if you say came a little bit outside of Vancouver in Burnaby, where I am right now, you will get the prices of $1,700, $1,800, and even as low as $1,200 for the same type of apartment. I can tell you about my apartment. I am renting at about $1,700 right now, and it is a 600 square feet apartment. So you can get an idea out of that. So I would suggest renting here. You could obviously go a little bit further in Surrey. This train right here, I showed you.
Yeah.
This train leads directly to Surrey, but
Okay.
the thing is, Surrey is going to be too far. So, for example, you said your job was in Vancouver. If you came back from Vancouver after a heavy day of work, you're gonna have to commute for like 1 hour to get to your place. And to be honest with you, some people can do that because they want to save. Because in Surrey, you can get a very big apartment for $1,100, $1,200. But the drawback is you will be commuting for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours every day on top of your work. So you can look at it as like 9 hours of work, then 3 hours of commute, 11 hours in total. I don't know about you, but I would prefer this place as compared to living inside. So that's why I would suggest that if you come here, look for apartment in this area. And also, to find an apartment in here, I would suggest going through Craigslist. Craigslist have their Vancouver chapter as well. You can just go through that and find your favorite place where you want to live. They will have a lot of places rented out here, and you can choose one from them and contact them and like basically get in touch with them.
Okay. By the way, you
All
have
right.
a lot of information.
Oh yeah. That's the cool thing. When you immigrate to a new place, you have to get a lot of information for yourself as well. So that's definitely why I would say.
Yeah.
By the way, just check this place out right here.
Wow, it looks very beautiful.
Yeah, this is an extension of Central Park, and in this place, you're gonna get a whole trail of walking, jogging, and also a lake here as well. That you can just sit around, chill, and even feed the ducks if you want to, like if that's your thing. All right, I'm gonna show you how the SkyTrain system looks like. So just hang with me.
Okay.
So I showed you my card before, right? Like this card.
Yeah.
So what you do is you basically just tap it here at this place,
Okay.
and it allows you to pass through.
Okay.
You can go on top, and I'm gonna show you on top as well.
Okay.
You see, there
Yeah.
are two trains right here, and this is the right here. You will see the timings for the train. So, for example, we are looking at King George and Production Bay University. So, let me just show you the map as well.
Okay.
By the way, just for the view, look at those mountains in the distance and the city skylines.
Wow.
Like that is Vancouver, by the way. So let me show you here. So this is a map that you will see on every place in SkyTrain station, and it basically tells you that where you are and where you are going. So for example, if I am standing on this platform, you can see it is saying Patterson and you are here, right?
Yeah.
So going into the left direction, because the arrow is pointing at it, where you see Metrotown, then Royal Oak, then Edmonds, and all the way to King George. Can you see that?
Yeah, I see that.
So if you wanted to go to Surrey, you will get on the train that says King George. So the way to find that is just come here and look for the sign that says King George, and when the train is coming,
Okay.
right? And if we look at the next place, the train is coming. So I'm gonna just have to let that pass, and then I'll show you what the other place looks like.
By the way, I am very excited.
Yep. Honestly, this is a very good place, and honestly, um, this is one of the best places in the world to migrate to.
Yeah.
And you have made the right choice to immigrate here also. And honestly, you're gonna love it here. That I can be 100% sure of. So now I'll show you the other side. If you look on top, you'll see waterfront, right? So
Yeah.
I'll explain this a little bit.
By the way, this map will be very helpful for a new person. Am I right?
Oh yes, it will be. Yeah, honestly, like literally, you don't even need any guidance. You can just see what's here and you can just follow that. Like you can see right here, it points to and says that we are Pakistan, and on the left we have all the stations. There is a train coming, so we will just have to let it leave, and then I can show you more.
बैठने लगा.
All right, let's go back. Now, so if you move in this direction, you will see that the next station is Joyce. Then we have 29th Avenue, Nanaimo, Commercial Broadway, and in the end, we have Waterfront, right? So these are all the stations that you will get when you are going to Vancouver. So the station to the last station in Vancouver is called Waterfront, and the last station in Surrey is called King George, right? So that is how you're gonna go through all these places, through Vancouver, back to Burnaby, and to Surrey. So let's just walk around, and I'll show you all other places that will be useful for you. I'm gonna go down the same place I came up from.
Okay.
By the way, if you ever need a map, they have these maps installed everywhere as well.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Actually, I heard about it that internet connection is free in Canada and US. Is it true?
Oh man, don't get me started on the internet connection. Let me just tap out and I'll then tell you a story about internet connections here. So the thing is, as much as I love this country, the internet connection is one of those things that I don't like about it, because you will get, like, this is one of those places in the world where the price of getting internet is highest, the highest. Like, for example, if you were to get a mobile package, and you were to say get it from Telus, like there are a lot of companies here: Telus, Rogers, Bell, Shaw. All of them give you mobile packages. Now,
Okay.
if I talk, I'm just talking about mobile packages right now, but I'll tell you about the landline internet as well. So, if you get a mobile package from them, say for example from Telus, you can go and visit their website as well. The packages are written there. They give you 4G package of 17 GB data for $70,
Okay.
and this is insane to me, to be honest. I don't understand why they charge you this much, but for some reason they do. And sorry, I'm interrupting you a little bit, but just look at that view right here.
Yeah. It looks very beautiful.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm telling you, you're gonna love this place. So coming back to the point, then we have all these internet packages, and there are a lot of companies here again, as Shaw, Telus, a lot of others. They provide you landline as well. Now, since internet is very expensive here, the best thing that I have found is to get a contract. Like for example, I am under a 2-year contract with Shaw. Their internet is good. Like I'm getting 300 Mbps of internet speed for like unlimited data every month, and I'm paying around $72 for that. Now, the thing is, I personally love Shaw for the reason that they allow you to get mobile internet service as well, like just the messages and the calls unlimited. Like this is one of the good things about Canada, like the internet here, that you can make unlimited calls. You don't have to pay again after you have paid the package. Like I know in Pakistan, they basically tell you that hey, this is the amount of money you can spend, and I think about after what 15 to 20 minutes that package gets expired. That's not the case here. So that is one of the good things here. So coming back to the point, the Shaw mobile service, what they do is they tell you, hey, if you have our internet, we will give you the mobile service for free, right?
Okay.
So, for example, and honestly, this is one of the best things for me is because before this service, I was with Fido, and that is another cellular service provider, and they were charging me around $52 for a
Okay.
2 GB internet data package and the landline number, the mobile number. And I switched from them. So I just pay $72 to shop and get the mobile service for free. Granted, it doesn't have internet connection associated with it, but that doesn't bother me because then they have this service called by the gig. So I can just pay them $10 for 1 gig of internet, and I think that's kind of enough for me, honestly. So instead of paying $50, $60, I'm just paying around $10, and that kind of gets me through the month. Now, I'm not associated with Shaw in any way possible, so I'm not gonna endorse them or say that they are the best for you. So I would still say please check out their website and try to see what works for you. But for me, their service has worked the best. So that's why I'm saying that. Maybe you want to look into that. And given the packages are so expensive, I would say that that is kind of like a good deal. So yeah.
Okay.
Now I will show you the other way to go to the to the Metrotown Mall to get groceries. So one way was what I showed you right now in Patterson. You could just follow the Patterson train to Metrotown, like which is basically the next station, and
Okay.
just go down, and you will find everything. But
Okay.
if you were interested in going through the bus, which basically is one of the things that I do as well, I usually go to Metrotown using the bus or by just walking. So they have these stops. I'm gonna have to cross the road for this, but I'll show you. Just give me a moment. Oh, by the way, let me tell you a little bit about streets here as well, roads.
Yeah. Yeah.
So on the road, if you have to cross, you don't have to worry about traffic at all.
Okay.
You have these buttons given everywhere.
Okay.
Right now, let me see if I can show you this. You can see the buttons right here, right? So what you do is you just press them, you wait, and then after a certain amount of time, when it's your turn, the signal will basically beep out. It'll show you a white man walking on the other signal. Right here, you can see that the number is changing, showing you how much time is left, and then you can just walk right on the crosswalk, and that should be it. So it's that easy.
Actually, this is a very new thing for me. You can understand because in our country that kind of system not existed.
Yeah, I absolutely understand that because it's how can I put it? The roads are a bit chaotic in our country. So I am here. So this is a bus stop. You can see right here,
Okay. Yeah.
and again, this is a sign in giving you information on what kind of buses are going through this stop. You can see right here we have 19 to Metro Town, which I talked about, and then we have N19, which is basically just a short form of saying night bus. And that is something you don't have to worry about, but you do have to know about 19. So if you ever wanted to go to Metrotown, just hop on a bus that is number 19 in this area, by the way. Otherwise, you do your research because you will know where that bus is going from this number right here. And then you can easily just hop on the bus and go there. And as I told you before, if you have your compass card, and by the way, it's not a question of if you have it or not, but it's kind of a must thing, a necessary thing that you should have. So just have your compass card ready and use that to travel around wherever you want. And as I told you before, if you have a pass, since you are going to be an avid commuter because you have to go to your job as well, then you don't have to worry about paying the bus again and again. You can literally just go from one place to another and back and forward. And they will never charge you again other than that load pass fee that you had to pay in the beginning of the month. Now, there is just one little trick that not many people know about, even the locals, many locals don't know about, is say you are on a SkyTrain station that I just showed you before, and you commuted from say Patterson station where we were right now to the metro stop station.
Wow, it
And
looks very beautiful.
yep, it
Greenery
is.
is everywhere.
Yep. This is one of the good things I like about this
Yeah.
place. And that is exactly why I'm showing you this place because I know how beautiful it is and you're gonna love this place. So coming back to the point, if you went to the Metrotown station and got off, did everything in 1 hour. Say you got on the train at like you tapped your card on the Patterson station at 1:30 and you did everything and came back and tapped your card back on the other station at 2:30, like to come back to Patterson station, you
Okay.
will only pay the price for one way. You won't pay the price for the next time. So, and by the way, that pricing thing only happens if you don't have a pass. If you have a pass, don't worry about the pricing. You can tap as many times as you want and no one is going to charge you again. So, I think we are almost at our time for the tour.
Yeah.
Let me see if you have any other questions and then we
No.
can
No
just
question.
continue our tour.
Actually, I asked everything what I want to ask.
Cool. So feel free to get in touch with us. And if you have any doubt about what kind of apartment to get, and if you ever want more information, just let us know. We'll try to help you out in any way possible that we can. And feel free to ask any other questions if you have, like anything about the lifestyle here or something. Oh, by the way, just to show you, you see that bus right there?
Yeah.
That is the bus that you will use to commute that I was talking about.
Okay.
So let me just cross the road back.
Yes, yes,
See, I just tapped on the button right here,
okay.
and then I am going to cross the road. Just check the signal out in a moment. The signal will show you a white man, and as soon as it shows me that, I can start walking.
Okay. By the way, thank you so much. You gave me a lot of information.
No problems at all. If you ever need any other information, just let me know. Now, you see that white man?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that is a signal for us to start walking.
Okay,
And
okay.
as soon as the signal turns white for us, it's gonna start counting. You can see right here, the number is going up.
Yeah,
So sorry, the number was going down. Not up.
yeah, going
So
down.
as soon as it hits zero, you have to be off the road because the signal is about to turn red on our side and green on the other. So you have to just get out of the road.
Yeah.
You see these big trees right here?
Okay. Yeah.
All of them turn like there are LEDs wrapped around. I don't know if you can see the lights here or not, but here they are. And they turn those on the Christmas time, and they look like a magical tree. Like literally, you can see everything. Like it just lights up, and the feel and the view is amazing. And also,
Okay.
one thing that I forgot to tell you about,
Yeah.
Burnaby also has snow sometimes. Like
Okay.
maybe it'll have it for a day or two. Sometimes it'll have it for a week, but it'll definitely have it. So that is one thing that you will get here as well. In Vancouver, since the weather is a bit warm, like a little bit warm, the snow doesn't stick that well there. But the snow in this area, like in Burnaby, is very fresh, very good, and it snow like whenever it snows here, it snows a lot, and you can like literally enjoy the snow on your doorstep. So that is
Yeah.
one good thing about this area as well.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end, I'm just gonna say thank
Yeah.
you for coming on our tour. And if you have any other question, please feel free to contact us again. If you ever want to book the tour again, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to show you around again.
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah, sure.
thanks a lot,
Yeah.
and that will be it.
Thanks a lot.
Take
Nice
care.
to meet you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.